again, but not like a bad penny. It's another time for you and I on Book Affairs, your TV book program. Yomi Ogunye is my name. The last time we met on this show, we presented before you a book. We are not going to deviate from that tradition. We have another book before us here. Once again, I welcome you. The title of the book we will be reviewing today is The Peril of Illicit Sex by Stephen Arugbo. My guest today is a pastor. He has endeavored to put pen to paper to produce this book. And sir, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I was telling your audience that you are a pastor, you are also a writer, but I am not satisfied with that. You need to tell us more. So, who is Stephen Arugbo?
Anyway, thank you very much. My name is Pastor Stephen Arugbo, as you have said. I am a native of Ajagba in the local government area of Ondo State. By the grace of God, I am a servant of God, a pastor. By education, I attended early primary school with Ajagba. After my primary 6 living certificate, I attended Stella Maris College, Okitepopa, and also as God helped me, in 1990 I had the opportunity to travel out of this country to the United States of America, and there I also further my education. Over there I was gained admission to Liberty University, that is in Virginia, and also gained admission into Cornell University.
To study what?
In Liberty University I studied biblical studies.
I will place you on pause there. Thank you very much for that introduction, sir. Here is your book,
Yes.
The Peril of Illicit Sex.
Yes.
Why are you into writing? Why are you not satisfied with just being a pastor and all of that? Why did you go into writing?
It has been in my mind all the while when I read others' book. How will I be able to put my own experience and studies into writing so that others can see? So it has been in my mind. So what happened is that one Saturday I visited a friend who has been an author for some time. So during the course of our discussion, I noticed that he has a notebook and a pen on one of the stool in the living room. So I asked him, what is this about? Is this your studying material? He said, I am writing another book. So I pick it up. I say, that is the title of the book, Understanding God's Way. I said, this is how you write it? It's all by handwriting? He said, yes. So from there I was challenged.
Thank you very much. From there you were challenged. You
Yes.
saw somebody writing his book, so you decided to write yours.
Yes.
I'm very happy about that. And at the end of the day, you came up with this.
Yes.
Thank you once again for that. You've written this, so let's dig deep into the book. Tell me comprehensively what the book is all about.
Like I said earlier, the word perils imply danger. Now, people growing up, the young people growing up, they want to have peace, and what sex is all about, they don't know. People think about the pleasure entailed. That is the immediate pleasure one can gain from sex. But the danger involved, they don't know. And so in chapter 1 of the book, we're trying to put together these dangers and some relevant informations that people could read and make use of it, and also that to make them believe that what is here is real.
Thank you very much.
And so that is about chapter 1.
All right.
And so in chapter 2 we talk about the give and take of sex. That is, when two persons go into sexual intercourse. And so as you are giving to your partner, so also you are receiving from that partner.
That's what you mean by give and
take of sex. And so, I say, one of the partner is having the common problem that is in our society, that is in the areas of venereal disease. And so you go in there, unknowingly you think you have enjoyed yourself, not knowing that you have acquired some deadly viruses through your body. So that is about chapter 2. Now about chapter 3, we also talk about the origin of STI, that is sexually transmitted infection. Where does it come from? Hearing about where does it come from. And so we have to take meridians deep to where this is coming from, even as far back to the world of Noah. That's where this thing is coming about. Now chapter 4 is talking about sex education.
Till the end. Let's take all of that together.
Okay.
What do you have there?
Also, chapter 4 talk about the sex education awareness. And then we come to chapter 5, which is the reason to delay sex until you are married. The benefit of it, the benefit of abstinence, especially for our youth.
All right, if I may ask you, you talk about the benefit of abstinence from sex on our youth.
Yes.
I want you to tell us this. What are those benefits?
The benefits are many. Now, one of the things that some of the things that packaged here is that number one is that people do not value what is referred to as virginity these days. I see what people call enjoyment is what God called dead. Now, when you abstain from sexual vices or sexual intercourse before marriage, as time you are married, your spouse will have what's called confidence in you. You know how precious you are, value you. That is one. And another benefit is that you free yourself from our young ladies from unwanted pregnancy. Because sex leads to pregnancy.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Earlier you talked about the chapter 1 of the book, the chapter 2, chapter 3, and I think you said something about chapter 4.
Yes.
If I may ask you, what's the size of the book? tell us about the chapterization. How many pages? How many chapters?
The book is about 7 chapters altogether, and the pages about 150.
150 pages.
Yeah.
7 chapters.
Yes.
And where and when was the book published?
The book was written here by me and was first published in July 2019.
All right.
And that is here in Akure,
All right.
Nigeria, and the event was covered by some members of the press.
Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. The Peril of Illicit Sex by Stephen Arugbo. That's what we are talking about. That's the book we are talking about on this particular edition of Book Affairs, your TV book program. We will be back. Don't go away.
There's a shadow in which for the sun, when there is love in for the one, for the promises there is the sun, for the heavens are superfly. If you really want to, you can hear me say, only if you want to, you find the way. If you really want to, you can seize the day, only if you want to, you fly There's a journey here all the sun, and there's an ocean that's all ahead.
Welcome back. You are still watching Book Affairs, your TV book program, and my guest, Mr. or rather Pastor Stephen Arugbo, the writer of The Peril of Illicit Sex, is still very much on set. He has told us quite a lot. He will tell us more. And once again, Pastor, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Your name, Arugbo, that's your surname.
Yes.
Briefly tell me about it. What does it mean? Is it a Yoruba name?
People often ask when they hear the name, and a lot of people have challenges in pronouncing it correctly. Arugbo is a Yoruba word. It's a prayer word. It is when a child is born and they pray for that child that you will not die young. So Arugbo, that is a Yoruba word that you will live long. Wa'arulegbo, wa'aruku wa'agbo, onikusewe. That is what Arugbo
means. You will live long.
You will live long.
You will be healthy. That's what Arugbo means.
Yes, that's a prayer
long,
word.
sir.
Thank you very much. And you too, you will live long.
Thank you very much. So once again, I welcome you.
Thank you.
We are still talking about your book, and I would like you to offer your audience a feel of what you have written here. So I'll give the book to you so that you can read this for us. Let your audience have a feel of it.
Okay. Let me read from page 20. I have a subheading here that says Mountain. How can anyone provide the actual number of men that died of Magun in some part of Africa? Magun is a sham aimed at tracking women's infidelity in traditional African setting. Certain jealous men cast the unnoticeable sham on their wives against sexual intruders. Any man who sexually mount the woman will die instantly. Different tribes use different names for Magun in Africa. Magun is a Yoruba word meaning mount not or don't climb.
Thank you very much for that, sir.
Alright.
You read Magun is a Yoruba word meaning mount not or
Yes.
don't climb.
Yes.
I want you to tell us about the portion you have read. Many people hear about Magun, but everybody does not know what it means. I don't know what it means. I would like you to tell us.
Like
What's mago? You are writing about it.
mago is a charm, but unlike amulet that is visible, that people can see, mago is not visible. So those who use it, they have a way of casting the charm on the person they want to harm. And so that person or that woman is harmed when the mago is cast on her. And so any man who mounts on that woman will die instantly.
Such evil.
So these are the peri, one of the peri that has to do with illicit sex. So what makes mago very dangerous is that it has no antidote.
It has no cure.
No cure. Anybody who goes there will die, sure to die. And another side of it is that if the person or the woman who is armed with mago, if nobody clamp on her for a certain period of time, she will also fall sick and also die. This is where the danger really is. But people don't know all these things, so we put it there.
Thank you very much for putting it there to warn people. You said, if I may ask, you are a pastor. From the Christian perspective, do you think the church has an answer or a resolution to mago? It's spiritual now, not a physical attack.
Yes.
And you pastors believe in spiritual solution.
Yes.
Can prayers cure mago?
We believe that there is no impossibility with God. God can do all things. That is, if somebody who is being sick of mago is carrying so maybe to a church or to a man of God that is gifted in the area of healing, possibly the Lord could answer the prayer. But the thing is that man will walk instantly. It doesn't give room for the person who is affected to be carried. It is only give room for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It's instant death. That's where the danger is.
Well, thank you very much for that. That's quite sad that some people will go that far to check illicit sex.
That's
And I really appreciate the fact that you have put that here. That's something very important for people to read about. Now let me ask you, you have gone far in writing this book, and I want to believe that the situation has not been as smooth sailing as you have explained. What challenges did you encounter in the process of writing this book?
The challenge that I have is during the writings of the book, there was a time that the computer developed, the computer I was using has virus, and we tried to manage it, but I said it is impossible. And I called the engineer who worked on the computer. I said it has to be formatted. So all the information we have stored was formatted. And so I have to start all over again. So There are other minor challenges, but this very one is the major one that I really face. But because I know how the information will help the public, and so I was encouraged to start all over again. And thank God
You
we
keep
still
up
have
with it.
the
That's a very nice one. So I would want to know from you. We earlier talked about what the book is for, why you decided to write the book. I would like you to tell us if this book has actually engendered, if the book has engendered any impact on the public. What can you say about that?
Okay. Really, I know from the responses we have from the people that have read the book, that the book has engendered positive impact on some people. People call from time to time and asking, am I talking to Pastor Stephen Arubo? I say yes. Are you the author of the book, The Peril of Illicit Sex? I say yes. And they begin to appreciate the grace of God upon my life to put the information in there. And so these are the things that are telling us that the book is really making a positive impact.
The book has made positive impact. And finally, as we come to a close on this program, I would like you to give us your counseling. What advice will you give to the public?
Okay. Thank you. The advice I will give to the public is that for them to know, like I said earlier, God gave us sex, but there's a rule to benefit from it. Sex is limited to marriage. Anytime anybody is thinking of going to bed with somebody who is not your legitimate spouse, you're looking for trouble. So, be warned.
Thank you very much, sir. Be warned. That's what you said.
Yes.
Be warned. You emphasized.
Yes.
And Pastor Stephen Arubo, thank you very much for being with us on this program.
You are very
By God's
welcome.
grace, we will be here to talk about another book some other time.
Thank you very much.
And viewer, thank you very much for watching us for some time. You have been watching and listening to Pastor Stephen Arubo, the writer of The Peril of Illicit Sex, who has been telling us quite a lot about illicit sex. He warns that if you are married, stay with your wife and husband and make sure you do not go outside the marital setting to catch fun. Many people do that, but that's wrong. He also warns about the penalty. He told you about magnum, which means don't climb. You know what that means, and that is the watchword for today. Don't climb. This is how far we can go on today's episode of Book Affairs, your TV book program. Yomi Ogunye is my name. Find time to watch us again same time next week. Goodbye.